Welcome to Serving Locally with me, your host, Mrs.Deines, the podcast where we spotlight service in the Longmont and surrounding communities. All right, let's connect. Hi, welcome to this episode of Serving Locally with me, your host, Michelle. Today, we're here with Amy with the City of Longmont Senior Services. So just give us a quick little overview and tell us a little bit about who you are.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Amy. I'm one of the resource specialists here at the Senior Center in Longmont. I've been there for about 9 years. And as a resource specialist there, we're helping older adults and family caregivers here in Longmont and helping with different things around resources and getting them connected here in the community.
That's right up my alley. Let's get some people connected to some help and resources that they need.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of background about your organization.
Yeah, so our mission here at the Senior Center is to build and foster opportunities and also to promote dignity and wellness and independence, enjoyment, community, and a sense of purpose for older adults. And part of that, so we're located over at 910 Longs Peak Avenue. We're over in Roosevelt Park. It used to be the old Boulder County Fairgrounds. And we're a branch of the City of Longmont local government. It's kind of a hub, so it's both we do fun there and provide support. So there's programs and activities and classes and trips that leave out of the Senior Center. And then on the other side, there's supportive services, which is the branch where I'm in at the Senior Center. And that's more about providing resources, information, referral, and helping navigate some of that stuff.
Awesome. What is your focus at the seniors? Is it could I say senior center?
Yeah, you can say either. So senior center is like the building and it kind of encompasses all of what happens there.
Okay.
And then senior services is more the part
services
we provide. Yeah.
I'll probably switch back in between the two of them.
Yeah. Interchangeable.
So what is your focus at the senior center?
So our focus is really about providing a community where we can all age well together. And so part of that is that two-sided piece where we provide the fun. So come and play with us around trips, classes, activities. We partner with Meals on Wheels, so you can come and have lunch at the Senior Center. And then they also serve lunch to homebound seniors, but they make all the meals there. And then on the other side of it is the services. So getting everyone connected with resources, if that's housing options, looking at in-home care and being able to stay in your home safely as long as possible, or looking at that transition if you're looking at needing a higher level of care. And then the other part of the supportive services side is we have 2 counselors on staff that provide emotional support around one-on-one counseling. They do a lot of different support groups. And we have a peer support volunteer program where peers meet one-on-one with other seniors needing that type of support.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So who are you trying to reach with the senior services?
Yeah, so our organization works with older adults. We define senior as 55 and over, and then also family caregivers that are providing support for their loved ones that are over 55. Seniors really kind of defined at different ages, depending on what you're looking at. So senior housing, a lot of it starts at age 62. Medicare starts at 65. So for our purposes, we say 55 and over. If any older adult, 55 and over, can come and participate at programs and classes at the Senior Center, there's no membership fee. There sometimes is like a class fee depending on if we have to pay for the instructor. And those are based on resident versus non-resident fees. And then the supportive services side, we focus on 55 plus 55 or better here in the community and a Longmont resident. There are supports for others that aren't in Longmont. We just really focus for the supportive services piece on Longmont residents. I think I answered all that question, but
Who you're trying to reach. Yep.
Yeah.
55 and better. Is that what you
55 and better.
Better. I like that because you only get better with age, right? What makes the work of the senior services that you do different than other similar serving organizations?
Yeah, so also here in Longmont, there's Boulder County Area Agency on Aging. They're kind of the overarching aging organization. Every part of the nation has an area agency on aging assigned to it. And what's different is we're the intake point for residents here in Longmont that are looking at participating in some of those programs that the Area Agency on Aging offers. And so they also have resource specialists on their staff that cover the unincorporated parts of Boulder County. And then we work really closely with them for Longmont residents. So it's not overlapping services, it's more of a collaboration. The difference would be where you live is who you work with if you're looking for those resource sides. And then I would say on the recreation side of it or the social programming side, it's a little bit different than the City of Longmont Recreation because it has that focus on older adults versus general recreation.
No Tumblr class or...
Yeah, so we offer silver sneakers, which is probably a little bit different. Rec Center also offers it. We have a gym at our senior center that we do a lot of our classes, and then we partner with the recreation to do the aquatics for silver sneakers. And we offer caregiver support groups. We have history classes. We do trips where we leave and we go up to the mountains, or we do lunch wagons where we pick a restaurant and a group of seniors will leave and go from the senior center to the restaurant and have lunch together.
Oh, cool.
And it's a way to find a social outing and really stay connected with others in the community as well.
That's fantastic. Do you have, so I know it sounds like there's a lot of senior to senior and peers and stuff. Is there for like different age groups to connect also?
That intergenerational piece. So it is intergenerational because we get people that are 55 and then we also get older adults that are in their 90s. So that's 4 different decades.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we do some grandparents raising grandchildren. And we do some cross-generational. We partner with children, youth, and families sometimes
cool.
to do things. So we get that piece of intergenerational. We also have billiards in our senior center, and we've had grandparents bring their kids over to play after school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because I know a lot of older folks like little kids, smaller kids to talk to and connect with. Awesome. What is your organization's greatest needs?
So the biggest one we're seeing right now is readily available, affordable senior housing that's accessible. Just with the cost of living increase and older adults being on a fixed income, finding housing that is affordable in this area is really difficult. And it creates wait lists on the places that are affordable. So as individuals, if they've been renting in a place for 10 years and their rent is getting hiked up every year, but their Social Security isn't going up at that same rate,
Right.
There's a gap in places that are available to them. So that's a great need. Transportation options via mobility is awesome. It's just the need for rides is increasing so much, and it's just going to continue to increase because the age of population is growing so much. So that is a need, and just having available drivers and rides available and flexibility around time for transportation. And
Do you have volunteers that do that, or is it you mostly How does that work?
So VIA has both paid drivers and volunteers. So they're
Okay.
always looking for volunteer drivers. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about volunteers in a little bit, but that is a great one that they're looking for drivers for. The other one is there's been quite a big caregiver shortage just with the employment atmosphere right now. It's been really hard for home care agencies to get caregivers and hold on to them. And so as individuals are needing that in-home support, finding a home care agency that has readily available caregivers has been difficult to get the support needed there.
I have a feeling that it takes a special person to be those caregivers.
It does, and to help make it affordable, there's a lot of costs that go into having a caregiver, and when the employment, when there's different ones available. I don't know quite how to say that.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's difficult for everybody to find that work, that right balance of where your skills are and what's out there that's available and at what cost or what pay rate. Okay, do you have any events coming up or volunteer opportunities?
Yeah, so if you're new to the Senior Center and you'd like to learn more, we have a great class. It's called Get Acquainted. We offer it about once every other month. In that class, we go over our Go catalog that we have. That's displayed here. That has all of our activities. It's published 4 times a year. And then in the middle section, it also has a resource guide that has all of that. So in that Get Acquainted class, we go through the Go catalog and kind of break down the different activities going on, resources available, and then we do a tour of the Senior Center. It's also a great way to meet others that are new to this area and also new to the Senior Center. And so if you were interested in that class, you can always call our front desk staff at the Senior Center, and they can help get registered for that. And let's see. We have a lot of activities and events coming up, so
This is a full calendar all the time. That's awesome.
So the best way to know about it is through our Go catalog, which is available both in print at the Senior Center, and then it's also on the City of Longmont website on the Senior Services page.
Awesome. I did not know about all that, and I'm definitely going to check out that resource. I can see it, resource material, or information programs and services. So that way I can reach out to those people and see if they want to be on here and share their information also.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Volunteer opportunities?
Yeah, so we at the Senior Center, we've had some turnover, and so we're getting our new staff on board. So we've paused taking volunteers for the Senior Center until the new year. But we also have so many partner agencies that serve older adults in our community that are looking for volunteers. Meals on Wheels, like I said earlier, does serve meals out of the Senior Center and does the home delivery meals. And they're always looking for drivers to deliver those meals, and also some kitchen assistant staff volunteers.
I signed up to be a substitute driver.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where. I missed the call and I got to call them back. But yeah, I thought that would be a fun thing to just be a substitute just to help when I can. Because time is a hard thing to come by. But every now and then I'd love to do that. I think that'd be fantastic.
Well, and it's really nice for them to have those backup substitute volunteers, because when a regular volunteer goes on vacation or is sick, they need someone to fill in. So they look for both regular drivers and that substitute driver. Another one through the Area Agency on Aging that we had talked about is this Respite Companion Volunteer Program, which offers a volunteer that goes and sits with an older adult and socializes, provides companionship. It can also provide a break for the caregiver, some respite there. And that would be a volunteer that just goes to the individual's house for about 2 hours once a week. They're always looking for volunteers, and it's just such a meaningful volunteer opportunity.
Not just for the senior, but it's got to be very rewarding for the volunteer also.
It is, yeah. So that would be a great one. And that's also, we have a section in our Go catalog called Volunteer Opportunities.
Awesome.
So that's a great place to look through and get the information on those different ones we talked about and more. There's a lot more as well.
Fantastic. That's always good. I like to have options and find out where your heart is, calling you to go and serve and just be a part and connect with people.
Yeah, there's so many different opportunities around volunteering. You just have to figure out what it is you'd like to get from it as well, and what you'd like to give back, and then finding what fits. So if you love driving, maybe it's delivering meals. If you love sitting and talking and hearing stories, that Respite Companion volunteer one is great. We have a senior computer technology club. So if you're really into computers and teaching about that, or helping troubleshoot cell phones and computers, or just teaching on those, we have a great great volunteer group that does that. And they're always looking for more volunteers as well.
Just the remote.
Yes, it's much needed for all those smart devices.
How can people contact and find out more about City of Longmont Senior Services? Obviously, I'll have you guys on my QR code and Linktree and everything. But go ahead and tell us how they can find out more about you.
Yeah, so if you want to come and visit us, you can pop in. We're at 910 Longs Peak Avenue, right on the west side of Roosevelt Park. And we're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can come in, grab a Go catalog, sit down, grab a cup of coffee, look through it. You can stop by and get lunch. Meals on Wheels serves at 11:30 Monday through Friday. You can also give us a call at 303-651-8411. And our front desk can talk to you about the different programs and help you register for things. There's no membership fee, as I mentioned earlier, but if you want to register for a class, even if it's free, it's important to sign up for it so that we know about the space. And if we had to cancel it for some reason, we would be able to tell you that versus you showing up and finding out, oh, it's not happening. So that's a great way. We're on the City of Longmont website, which is longmontcolorado.gov, under the Senior Services page. If it's the supportive services side, you're looking at getting connected with, meeting with a resource specialist or with the counselor. Our front desk helps schedule our appointments, so you can call the front desk and they can help get you scheduled. Or they can also, if it's a simple question you have, they can get you transferred to one of our direct lines. And there's also an online inquiry form you can fill out with your questions, and we'd respond that way or give you a call.
Awesome. You guys don't have a Facebook or Instagram or anything, huh? Seniors aren't.
The City of Longmont has their Facebook page, and sometimes we post some of our senior center stuff to their through the City of Longmont page. As of now, the Senior Services doesn't have our own Facebook page, but maybe in the future.
Maybe an Instagram for pictures. Cool. Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to add that maybe you just feel passionate about talking about for a minute, or something that I might have missed?
Yeah, I think we're just really excited to get connected. And if you're a senior that lives in Longmont and you haven't come and visited us before, or you're not familiar, come and visit us.
Go and visit.
Go. We like to say, this is your time, own it, because there's just so many different ways to age and age well. And we want to be there to help support that for our seniors. And I love working there because I get to meet so many wonderful individuals in our community and hear about their stories. And I get to grow and learn alongside of so many wonderful people that we have right here in Longmont.
The wisdom that is passed down, and just the knowledge that they have that they'll just share with you is just awesome.
Yeah. So it's a blessing that we have such a great senior center. It's a rumor, but I like to keep passing it. I like to say we're the #1 senior center in the nation. Like I said, it's a rumor, but I'll keep spreading it.
To Longmont. That's fantastic.
So we sometimes get individuals that come to that Get Acquainted class and say, I chose to move to Longmont because of the senior center.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
Yeah, and we really look at offering diverse both programs around the social aspect, and also understand that there can be some barriers around aging, and you need support for it. And so that's sometimes the hardest part, is you don't know what's out there until you need support. So knowing that we're here at the Senior Center to help provide both support around the resources piece, emotional support, and just to get out there and have some fun.
That's great. No, that's great all around. Thank you so much for Amy for coming on today. And I want to stop by and see what you guys got going on and stuff too. I know my grandparents always loved going to the senior center and having lunch when they were here. So that was good.
Yeah, so feel free to pop in.
Yeah.
And then you can take a loop around Roosevelt Park.
There you go. Yep, exactly. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
You're welcome.
Thank you to my guests, my listeners, and my supporters. Serving together, we can strengthen our community. Please like and subscribe. Do all those other things. You know you got to do them. Because that's the easiest way that you can serve right now. All right, now go. Connect with others and be a blessing.